Terese from Ad-ler Roofing. This is Joel from JND SEO. I spoke to your office today and they told me I could send this video over to you. So I'm just going to tell you 3 ways that you can beat your competition online. So I don't want to waste your time. I don't want to waste mine. I'm going to make this as fast as possible. If at the end of the video you guys want to hear more information, let's just set up a 10-minute phone call. If not, I'm going to give you some free tips in here and you guys could actually apply them right to your site and get some results right off of those and let me know how they go. So first thing I do want to talk about is content, right? So I'm on your homepage and just scrolling through, you guys have a nice little write-up about your company. I love that you're a family business. That's awesome. Family owned and operated. You guys have, let's see, a bunch about your services. A little bit, you guys have some blog posts, which is really cool. I know customers do love that. Let's see, some of your affiliations. All right, so I'm going to say you guys probably have, let's just call it, give or take 400 words, maybe up to 500 words of content on your homepage. Typically what I'm looking for, though, is about 1,500. That's right, 1,500. The reason I want that, I'm going to be honest with you, 99.9% of businesses do not have that. And Google is going to rank you based on content as one of the things that they use for their formula. So what they're going to do is scroll through your page, they're going to count all of your content, and they're going to see how many words you have, and your ranking will depend on that. The more you have, the stronger you'll be. But the even more important reason why you want that much content is the more content you have, the more keywords and keyword phrases you can put into that content. And as a quick little example, I've just put in roofing Fort Myers, Florida. The reason I put that in is because this is what a new customer would search for if they're looking for a roofing company. It's also got really good volume on it. So if you look just ahead at any Google search or for service industry things, you're going to find ads, right? Everyone knows about ads at this point, but they're just a way that businesses will pay basically to be seen first by potential new customers. After that, we're going to find this map section. Top 3 companies are going to show up here based on citations. And citations are just when you get your business name, address, phone number listed together into a directory site, such as Yelp, Yellow Pages, Home Advisor, just to name a few for you. I'm sure there's actually a lot more. We'll see a couple down here. So this is what we call our organic section. What we're going to find is there's 10 results that show up in the organic section per page. And this is where the actual websites and companies show up. This is where you want to show up. If nowhere else, this is where you want to be. So these don't show up randomly at all. They all show up based on this keyword and as part of Google's formula or algorithm, right? So we talked about content being one of those contributing principles. Another one is going to be keywords, right? So let's just go ahead and we can actually rank this keyword. So roofing Fort Myers, Florida. Number 1 is going to go to GAF, a directory. Number 2, Better Business Bureau, another directory. Number 3, Yelp, a directory. 4, we're going to finally get to Target Roofers. And number 5, Crowther Roofing. And I'm going to tell you, some people think they're all set, but Crowther's was ahead of Target last night. It changes quickly. And whoever I help is going to climb as well. So they'll be the next one climbing that ladder. So what I want to do next is I went ahead and put your website, adlerroofinginc.com, into a program I use called Ahrefs that I pay for every month. And this allows me to kind of analyze sites and see what's going on. I do see you guys have used your headers here, which is really good. That's a way that Google will find you and it makes you easier to find. And it will count, you can also have keywords in there, it will count for that as well. Internet as a popularity contest, right? Whoever has the most votes is going to get the most traffic. And in this case, with websites, we want views and visitors. So right now we're seeing that you guys have 131 referring domains. These are just websites that you have links on, and when people click those links, it sends them back to your page. So right now you guys have 131 referring domains, sending you back 385 links to your page. And we're finding that you guys have 204 keywords. This is where you really get the visitors from. It really comes from the keywords. And the 204 keywords or key phrases are just like what we put into our search, roofing Fort Myers FL for Florida. And we're finding that these are sending you guys 26 visitors to your site per month. This is actually on a monthly basis, so 26 per month. So you guys are probably thinking 204, only bringing 26. It's not the highest number, but you know what? Let's find out why. We can actually look at your keywords and we can kind of solve the riddle here. First thing we see is different variations of your name and spelling, right? Ad-ler Roofing, Ad-ler Roofing. Let's look at the first one though. Ad-ler Roofing. 200 people are searching that every month just as is. Definitely the strongest of the three. And position number 3. That puts you number 3. Remember, top 10 per page, right? So top 10 will be on page 1. So great job, guys. You're in the top 5 for that one at number 3, or top 3, you could even say. So that's going to get you a good chunk of the 200 traffic there. Next up, we have Ad-ler Roofing. I'm going to skip ahead though. So people who search for you by name, they know who you are, they know your services, right? These are going to be a lot of your repeat customers, referrals, which basically it could be people that saw your sign, saw your truck sign, were driving, didn't have a pen, had to search you on Google, right? So it's people that are looking for you. You really need to get them, right? Because that's business you should have, and you're in the top 3 for most of these, which is really good. But you also want to bring in new customers, right? So we want a keyword like this: roofing Fort Myers FL. 150 people do search this. And for this one, you guys are 23. The problem with that is, remember, 10 per page, 23 puts you on page 3. So to be honest with you guys, no one goes past the first page. Almost nobody. If you're at the very top of the second page, you might pull a view or two off it. But I think it's almost 90% of people never go to page 2. And if you think about it, when you search something on Google, do you go to page 2? Because I bet you usually do not. But this is an excellent keyword, so this would be one I would recommend keeping. We just got to rank you higher. We have some more of your name, and what we're also seeing, this one here, buying a new roof, it's not the best one just because it's not like a key, it's not what we call a buyer intent keyword. Somebody might look that up, but not necessarily want to buy a roof now. Also, it's not specific to your area, so it's a national term, which means usually those have more volume, but they're not as helpful, because if somebody calls you from California wanting a new roof, I mean, you can't really help them unless you have a branch out there. Just as a comparison, I took Crowther. I put them into to Ahrefs as well. 133 referring domains or websites, sending them back over 1,500 links to their page. They have 754 keywords they can be found for, sending them back about twice that in their traffic. So they got about 1,400 views or visitors per month to their page. So huge numbers there. And if we just quickly look, we're going to find most of their numbers are coming from their own name. So Ad-ler Roofing, Ad-ler Roofing, Ad-ler Roofing, Fort Myers, Florida. All of these variations, right? 900, so they must have multiple branches with that kind of a number. And they're number 1 or 2 for that. Ad-ler Roofing, Fort Myers, Florida location, 100, number 1. And then they do have a couple for new customers, or one that's showing on the top 10 or so. Roofing, Fort Myers, FL, 150, number 5. So top 5, that's really good. But the theme here, you guys, if you look down, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 5, sorry, 1, 1, all in the top 5. And that's where you really start to see the traffic really start to take off. So that's really the difference between what you guys have and what they have. So that's between, 13, 14, and 1,000. Or let's just even say a couple hundred. So, guys, like I told you at the beginning, take these tips. They're free. Apply them to your site. They'll definitely make a difference. If you want to hear more info, 10-minute phone conversation, right? All I do want to know about is, after you guys watch this, what are your thoughts? I'm just going to ask you for some follow-up, see what you thought of the video. I'm trying to improve over here too. But guys, just imagine 100 more views to your site, even just 100. What would that mean to your business? How many more of those would be calls? How many more calls would be estimates? How many estimates would it take for you guys to land a couple more deals a month? And that would change your whole outlook. Thank you guys for your time. I appreciate it, and have a great day.